The UN Security Council has voted in favour of a resolution for Gaza, but has avoided calling for a ceasefire between Israel and Hamas.
Czech police say the gunman who killed 14 people at a university in Prague yesterday shot himself when confronted by officers.
A drone reportedly hit a high-rise building in Kyiv on Friday night, destroying 3 flats and injuring 2 people. Storms and floods have struck northern Europe, killing 2 people and causing extensive damage in parts of the affected areas. The UN Security Council has voted for a resolution calling for immediate fast-tracked aid to civilians in Gaza, but has avoided calling for a ceasefire between Israel and Hamas. The vote, which has been delayed since Monday, counted 13 for and 0 against, with the US and Russia abstaining. The vote came immediately after the US vetoed a Russian amendment that would have restored the call for a ceasefire. That vote was 10 countries in favour, the US against and 4 abstentions. US Ambassador Linda Thomas-Greenfield said the resolution will alleviate the humanitarian crisis in Gaza, but Russia's ambassador called the resolution entirely toothless. A UN report this week said Gaza's entire 2.2 million population is going without enough food. And according to the Gaza Health Ministry, nearly 20,000 Palestinians have been killed since the start of the war.
Czech police say a gunman who killed 14 people at a university in Prague yesterday shot himself when confronted by officers. Another 25 people were wounded in the attack when a student opened fire in the capital. Police have released body cam footage of officers trying to intervene and described sweeping the university floor by floor. The gunman is thought to have killed his father at a separate location. Czech Prime Minister Petr Fiala laid flowers outside the headquarters of Charles University on Friday to pay his respect to the victims. Police have been able to identify all the victims but have given no details about a possible motive for the shooting. The Czech Interior Minister said on Thursday that investigators didn't suspect a link to any extremist ideology or groups.
A drone reportedly hit a high-rise building in Kyiv on Friday night. It destroyed 3 flats on the upper floor of the building, according to reports. Windows were also shattered. 2 people were injured, one of whom was hospitalized. Meanwhile, French President Emmanuel Macron says support for Ukraine must continue.
Nous ne pouvons laisser la Russie gagner. Quel serait le lendemain pour nous, Européens? Nous continuerons donc à aider les Ukrainiens. Ce que nous faisons, même si cela nous coûte, est déterminant pour notre sécurité future.
Despite the war, a survey conducted by RBC Ukraine suggested 60% of Ukrainians would celebrate Christmas on the 25th of December this year, in line with much of Western Europe. Before the invasion, only 18% celebrated Christmas on that day. A quarter of respondents will celebrate Christmas twice, once on the 25th and then on the 7th of January. A storm brought heavy rain and strong winds across northern Europe overnight and into Friday, bringing down trees and prompting warnings of flooding on the North Sea coast. 2 women were killed by falling trees, one in Belgium and the other in the Netherlands. Travel has also been disrupted just before Christmas. In Norway, flight and ferry departures have been cancelled. Pre-Christmas rail travellers in parts of Germany faced cancellations, delays and diversions. Routes affected included those from Hamburg and Hanover to Frankfurt and Munich. Storm Pia hit Denmark and the wind is still strong in many parts of the country. There have been some fallen trees and flooding in many coastal areas during the night. German authorities have warned of a storm surge of up to 3 meters or more above mean high tide on parts of the North Sea coast on Friday.